Okay, so I'm super excited for this call. I know that everyone that's on here today is because you need to receive this information, and I know you're going to be learning a lot from me, a lot from Mati. Let me go ahead and just mute. Oh, it's you, Mati. All right, guys. So the purpose of this call today is because Mati is killing it in her business. She's been with us for I think over 2 years now, right? And she's doing so well. She's 3 months qualified into Vegas. She's qualified seamlessly. It just happens for her, we think, but she's going to tell us exactly how she does it. And then I'm also going to go ahead and share some tips with you guys of what's been working for me this month, of what some of my systems are for the end of the month, what I'm focusing on, what you should be focusing on. So I'm going to go ahead and let Mati start sharing with us. She already knows, but basically we're going to hear from her how she's doing it. She's had a journey with us. You know, anyone that's been here for over a year has definitely had your own journey, ups, downs. And she's been with us. She's a hairstylist. She loves working with us, and we're here today. She's killing it. So go ahead, my love, share with us.
Hi, everyone. Good night. How's everyone doing? Well, number one, I'm Maddie, for those that don't know me. I've been a hairstylist for the last 24 years. I honestly, this became a passion for me since I started Monet. And I'm going to share with you some strategies, some tips of what I actually do to get new VIPs or for my old VIPs to purchase as I need my points for Las Vegas, let's say. Number one that I always do is connect. Connection for me is very important. I try to attend every exclusive event I get invited to. Even though sometimes I don't feel like going, I always say I'm going to meet one new person in that event. And I bet you 100% of the time you will meet one person that's new. Connect with the person you just met. Ask them questions. Make it more about them. You're trying to get to know the person. At the end of the day, what I do is I tell them we should keep in touch. Do you have an Instagram? Are you public in your Instagram? If they're not public and they don't want to share the Instagram, I give them one of my cards. This is what my cards look like. So if they want to, they can actually connect to my Instagram right away. I don't have to, they don't have to take out their phone and do anything like that. They just take it home and they have followed me right after. But always remember everything that you know about them, because you're going to need it to continue that connection afterwards in Instagram. Every time I see their post, I literally comment meaningful words. I don't just put hearts and I don't just put little hands up. Unless I have no time to do it, I will do that. But otherwise, I make a comment about their post. Get to know, let them know I'm here. And the first thing they do, even if it's somebody you just met, when they go into your Instagram, they check your page, and what do they see? Monet everywhere. This is what I do. This is my hair. And that's what has worked with me. That's my number one step, is connect and meet. Number two is I plant the seed. I always call it, I plant the seed in their brains by saying my hair, this is what I do, etc. Once they know what I do and they explain to me, they might say something about their scalp. Oh, I'm going through this, or my hair is not growing, or I'm going through the same thing, my hair is thinning. I write all of those things on my notes. On my phone, I have my notes, and I say, so-and-so has oily scalp. So-and-so has a problem thinning. And I just leave it like that. And I said, well, listen, have you ever heard of Monette? This is what I'm doing. I use this. I've been using it for 2 years. My hair is looking incredible. They can see my post, the befores and afters. Consistency is another thing. That's the key. I literally post on my stories, if not on my stories, on my profile every day. Because the more constant you are, like every time they see you, they'll believe you. They believe your befores and afters. They'll believe how amazing your hair is looking now as to like years ago. Number 4, I offer value. Okay, so example, for my VIPs, my current VIPs that I have right now, and I'm trying to qualify to Las Vegas, let's say, I have my own VIP page. Every time I get a new VIP, I said, please make sure that you connect with me on my VIP page. It's especially for you. I post anything that's promotion, and I post every now and then draw that is only for my VIPs. So every month, especially from right now to January, I have 1 draw per month. You don't have to make it big. Anything. I usually use products from Monet that are on sale or that I get for free. I collect those free products. It's not coming out of my pocket because you do get a lot of intensive from Monet. And that's what I offer at the end of the month. Anybody who purchased anything from a flagship or a flash sale will be entered in my draw at the end of the month. If you purchase twice from 2 different flash sales, I will enter your name twice. And this is how I've been getting my VIP points for Las Vegas. Then we're going back to how I meet people and remembering their problems on my notes, right? They already told me what their problems were. And I said, before I let them say no, I don't let them say no. I already know in my head they're going to be my VIPs somewhere in the future. Like I don't even think twice. Like I know these people are going to be my VIP, whether it's next month, 3 months from now, or 5 months. I already planted the seed in their head. But because I know what their problems is, I literally just let them know before they say no to me. I say, listen, when I find an amazing offer for you, I will contact you so you can just look into it. And all you have to do is I'll send you a card with what I think is good for you. And all you have to do is finish with your personal information, and that's it. So wait for it. I'll find something for you and you'll see. So I have it on my notes. This person has oily scalp and dandruff. As soon as I see something, every flash sale, I go back to my notes and I see, oh, what's on sale right now? Scrub, Monet, vinegar, like whatever there is, purifying vinegar for oily hair. I go back to my notes. I check who needs, this product, and I message them right away. Hey, I have an amazing offer right now. It's amazing. It's the best you can get. I'm going to leave it right here. I'm going to leave 2 cards. I make 2 cards, if not 3. And I'm going to give you a choice. When you're done choosing, just send me which of the ones you want to go for, and I'll send you the link for it. I don't ask, what do you think? What do you think of these 3? No, I say to them, choose one, make a choice, and then let me know which one it is. And that's it. Before I know it, they're already telling me, oh, I want it all, or I want just this. And okay, that's okay. I'll send you a link right away. Sometimes it may take a few tries. Sometimes they're going to say yes, and you're not going to have anything. Oh, the flash sale is almost ending. I need you to do it like today because it's almost ending. And they might not do it today, and they might, another week might go by. And I'll tell them, don't worry about it. I'll find something else for you. I let them know that I will contact them again, not by saying, oh, how come, like you didn't want it, nothing. I'll say, don't worry about it. We'll look for something, and I do it again. And consistency, like I said, is the key. Every week, I send them something new until they actually do it. But number one thing for me is probably where I connect with people. Your connections and meeting people is very important. I am better at talking to people than social media. Like social media is for me, for the ones that are already connected with, that are the ones that I already met. social media is for me, for them to see what I do and what's on sale and whatever. But I usually do one-on-one, like, hello, how are you? I like meeting people. I like talking to them. I like explaining about my hair, whatever. But the first thing you do is always concentrate on them and not you. And that's how I ended. I ended with, if something comes up, I'll let you know. And that's it. I don't send anything until I find something amazing for them, unless they reach out to me and they say, I am ready. I want something right now. I build something for them right away. And that's it. That's pretty much what I do. That's it.
So much value on this call. I have a page worth of notes I was taking from what you do. And I want to like dissect some of the things that you shared with us so that you can help us like open our minds a little bit more, or like help us like, where do we get a QR code in a card? Okay. I think that's awesome. I want to do that myself. So I love that you go to events, and the feedback that I want to share with everyone is that yes, our business can be built on social media. Yes, and you can 100% do it like that, but there is a huge power in connection when you do it in person with people. So, always be on the lookout of what your local events are so that you can meet other people, so that you can go there and like hang out with other people that you haven't like met before. And maybe in the beginning is so awkward, but if you go with the intention that Mati goes with, which is, if I meet just one person, if she meets just one person, the job is done. So I think that going to those events are like the catalyst of the big change and the big income growth that she's been having, because she's growing her clientele base. But hey, maybe social media is not her forte, but she is getting out there every single day. I think that we can do healthy both. For some, social media might be a little bit easier. For some, in person might be a little bit easier. So we'll tend to go towards what's easier for us, but I want to challenge everyone to also do what's not easy for you. So if, social media is your thing and you don't do in person, then I suggest that you do more in person. For example, I'm traveling and I keep these with me. Like, I don't care how much space it takes up on my backpack. Like, I have things that are so important for me to travel with. And some of these are some cute little envelopes, some thank you cards, and some samples, because I never know where I'm going. So for example, last night I went out to dinner with my boyfriend and some friends, and this is the purse that I took, and look at what's behind. The server wasn't really my kind of girl, so I just kept it to myself. But I still took the thing out, and I didn't know who I was going to meet. So I think that like putting your goggles on when it comes to Monet, and like when you get out there, like you are your business, how do I explain this? Monet is your business, okay? And your business will grow to the degree that you put your business out there. So there's girls that run their business and they're like all over social media, but they're constantly meeting people in person. Like, maybe you're a barista at a coffee shop, maybe you're a cashier, maybe you're a hairstylist, maybe you do lashes, maybe you do massages, maybe you take your kids to the park every single day. You're meeting people every single day, but if you don't have your Monet goggles on, you're missing out on opportunity all of the time. So do your business in person and do your business in social media. Go to networking events, and they don't have to be boring. When I think of networking events, I think of, I don't know, like a bunch of people at an office wearing like suits and like talking to each other very quietly. So weird. But that's not that is a networking event, but there's more. There are so much more fun. There are so much more exciting. So maybe you should get out there and like, maybe like Meetup is a good website where you can find events. You can also like join local group chat groups on Facebook, and then events are also shared on there. It's like, become more active in your community so you can see what's going on. And if you like yoga, and if you like meditation, and if you like hiking, and if you are a stay-at-home mom and you need mom community, then you can start building some mom community outside, and you can take your kids to the park. But at the same time, You just carry your samples with you in your purse, and then the oil, and then, the lipstick. And then they're like, oh my God, what is that? So the same way we do it in social media, we will do it in person. And Mati is a perfect testimony that it does work. And I mean, this industry was built on in person before social media changed the game completely, and it works. So let's stick to that. Another thing that Mati shared is that like her goal in the when she goes to these events and she's meeting people is like just make the connection and exchange contacts. So she either gets their Instagram account and like they follow each other, or she has her card with the QR code, which I'm going to ask you soon, like how do you do that, because I'm sure we all want to do it. But then that's it. That's the end of it. Like she's not necessarily like word vomiting everything about what she says and how we're going to work together and how we should partner up and how you should buy my shampoo. No, she just started a connection, exchanged contacts, and then the work is done on your social media. Your Instagram account is like opening up for business in a brick and mortar store. That's what your Instagram account is. If you don't post content on your social media, it means that like if we compare it to a retail store, if you're not posting new content on your social media in a retail store, is like you're not bringing in new collections, so everything is old and like people already saw this collection before. If you are not showing up on your stories in social media, it's like you never change the open sign to close sign to open. If you are not going live on social media, you're not updating in real life, like in a store, is like you're not updating your clients with what's new and what's exciting. And like in the stores, they do events and they put balloons and shit so people can come. Sorry, excuse my language. I got excited. So it's like your social media is your store, is like your stand store. So you need to show up there every single day. You need to share things every single day. You need to post reels. And if you don't know how to post reels, you need to go on YouTube and learn. And we also have a ton of videos on how to create a reel. And you're not too late on creating reels. And I think that, at the end of the day, we have to get updated as like technology updates. I think that we are so extremely blessed to be alive right now, where there's so many free resources and where technology just seems to just be growing more and more. I don't know how much it's going to grow. I don't know if it's going to get scary, but right now it's a huge resource for us. So I think that, like if your time is limited, you should 100% be using like Chat GPT and Bard from Google, like these free AIs that can help you do so many things. From literally, I used to spend like my Sundays are my rest and my family days. And part of my Sunday, I would spend it like looking at a spreadsheet of like, what are we going to eat for Monday? What are we going to eat for Tuesday? And lunch and breakfast and dinner. And I'm trying to be healthy. And like, it'll take me so much time out of my Sunday. And now I just go to Chat GPT. I say, this is what I have in my fridge. This is what I want to eat healthy. I need breakfast, lunch, dinner. I need a snack for a 2-year-old, and I need food for 7 days. What do I eat? Tell me. And in seconds, it gives me my meal plan for the week. And now I know like what I'm going to go buy from the grocery store, or I know what I'm going to be using from my fridge. That saves me so much time. The same thing with my social media account. I go to Chat GPT and I tell Chat GPT, I need 30 hooks on hair care and like what I'm going to do this month, because I think from the research I've been doing, the reels that are working are short reels, like 7 seconds or shorter. And before I was like, how do I do that? That's weird. Like I have so much more to say. But then, like maybe all we need is a hook, a short hook, and then we can describe in the caption. So that's going to be my strategy for next month for anyone that wants to jump in on it. So I'm going to go on Chat GPT like I do every end of the month or beginning of the month. And I'm going to say, I need 30 hair care hooks for reels. I need 30 skincare hooks for reels. I need all I care about is hair care and skincare. The other ones are inspiration that I can find from Instagram myself. But like, I'm trying to be innovative, and I'm trying to share value and new updates into my account. But how much time do I have to think to come up with these things? Like, I don't have a child, I have a life, I have things to do. Like, I already have a whole business to take care of, and now you want me to sit down and figure out 30 hooks. Like, I understand we don't have the time, but we have the resources for us to get organized, so that, tying it back to Mati, so that you are working on your social media, you're consistently posting, you're adding value, reels on hair care tips, on skincare tips, on what your business does for you, on the 10 different ways that you earn, like everything is on there. And then that person connects to your Instagram and she's like, whoa, what does this girl do? And then she sees your excitement, and she sees, even if you haven't earned the trips, even if you haven't earned the car, who cares? You're showing your journey, you're showing your vision, you're showing your excitement. And yes, in person is best, but social media still transfers energy. So what's that energy that you're transferring through there? And then you do the work, you go to the events, you meet the new people, they go into your social media, they already met you in person, so there's already a connection there. And then you have all this work on your social media, and then they're stalking you. And then even if they're not interested, they're still going to be watching you because you're interesting. Maybe they're not interested in on the product. Maybe they're not interested on the business, but they're interested in you because you were cool, because you were nice, because you connected with them, because you were empathetic with them, and because you add cool content, like you're adding value to people. And you want it, or like, yeah, it's like this MRR course that everyone is selling in the beginning. I never cared, never paid attention. More people were selling it. I'm like, oh, it's just a phase. What is it? Oh, whatever. And then I'm like, wait, what is this thing? Like, I'm curious, but I only got curious because I saw so many people posting about it. And then, like, what the whole point is that if you're consistently posting, maybe they're not interested in the beginning, but they'll get curious later on once you stay consistent with that, and then it becomes into a sale. And this is why Mati has been having all of these sales. Another reason why Mati has been having all of these sales is because of her mindset. Like, the second thing that she shared with us is like, she plants the seed and she shares what she does, but she's like, in her head, she already sold them. Like, in her head, they're already her VIP clients. In her head, like, it's all rainbows and butterflies, and it better be like that, because if it's not, you're going to reach out, you're going to connect with people, you're going to talk to people, and they're going to tell you no, and you're going to let that bring your energy down. And then the next one is going to say it's too expensive, and you're going to let that bring your energy down. And then the next one is going to say, yes, send me the cards, and then she doesn't check out, and then that's going to bring your energy down. So if you're going to tie your energy levels to the outcome of everyone that you're talking to, you're literally giving power to other people on dictating what the success of your business is going to be. Because you don't know what people want, you don't know what people need. All you're doing is showing up for your business, talking to people, and having that vision that this business is going to work for you because you have goals. And when you have that energy, and when you're talking to people like that, people just want to buy from you. Like, maybe they're not going to buy from you right now, but they're going to want to buy from you eventually, because your energy is different, because you're not like being super, like, not masculine, aggressive, like trying to get the sale and like messaging them, or like, if they tell you no, then you don't even text them back. Like, we need to completely disconnect our emotions from this outcome of the sale. And we just need to, one, believe in what our goal is. Like, there's going to be times in your business that your business is going to get hard and it's going to be dark, and you're not going to know if this business is worth it. This business and any other business is out there. And it is in those moments that your vision and your goals are what's going to keep you like headed in the direction that you saw in your head. So when you're talking to your clients, or your potentials, you need to just have a certainty that I'm just here to help people. Like, I'm just here to help people. Like, I'm doing my work, I'm showing up every single day, and you kind of just leave the outcome to God or the universe. And I feel like we all know this is a universal law that if you do good, good comes back to you. So we can disconnect from the outcome like that, knowing that I'm just I'm just offering them my products because I know my products are good. I'm just telling her about the smoothing shampoo because her frizz is bad. And I'm sure she looks at herself in the mirror and she's like, oh my God, this frizz. But you're not going to tell her that. And she's not going to tell you that unless you like tell her about your products. So, um, let me see. Ooh, the next thing is that she talks to these people, but then she adds to the notes, to her notes, like what that person needs. And I think that is so genius. And the best of the best people do that because, like people that are in different um industries and for like salespeople or whatever, well, we're salespeople, like from across different industries, they need to meet people. And then like realtors, everyone, you need to go out there and you need to meet people. And you're always in the lookout for meeting new people because new people equals more commissions equals your income, your yearly income goes up. So you're going to the networking events, you're meeting the people, you're doing the thing, and then you forget their names. How many people just forget their names? How many people just don't have a database? How many people just don't follow up? How many people just don't give a shit? And they're like trying to give a shit, but not really. So when you go and meet people in person or when you're having conversations with people, yes, it might take you like a couple seconds longer, but she goes on her notes, I go on my own contact list. Like if you have like on the contact list, like you can put emails, address, the whole thing. If you scroll all the way down, you can also add notes to it. So I'm like talking to them on the phone or something. If I'm talking to them on the phone, I'm literally just taking notes on their contact. But if I'm like texting them or we're meeting in person, like after, the same way that Mati does it, like I save information that's important. One, because I have terrible memory and I don't like, it's so bad. When I meet someone, I try to say their names 3 times, like in the first 5 minutes, so that one, they feel like I care, but I do, but that they feel like I care. Because when you meet people and you tell them their name and then they don't use your name and you're just like, okay. So I try to tell her, I say their name 3 times in the first 5 minutes so that they feel like I care, but so that I also remember. Like if not, I won't remember their names. And then also like I take notes of details that are important about that person. Like, yes, about the products and all of that too, but what if I haven't gotten there yet? So when I'm meeting people, when we're having this connection, Mati started with connection. Like, okay, how do you connect? Like, I'm inside the networking event. What do I do now? Do I stand in a corner and just drink my champagne and be on my phone? Or like, am I connecting and talking to people? So once you connect, like you come in with a smile, and even if you're like dying inside and vomiting inside, people don't know that. Like your body language says it all. So if you just like relax a little, and even if you're dying inside, people won't know, and you just carry a smile and you say hello, people are going to say hello to you. And then you say, what's your name? And then my name is whatever. And then you ask who they're with, and then they'll tell like, oh, I'm with my partner, or I'm with my husband or my wife or whatever. And oh, what do you do? Or oh, do you have kids? And like these little details is the type of things that you write down in your notes. Like, oh, she's married. Oh, she has 2 kids. Okay, if she has 2 kids, is it a boy? Is it a girl? Is she 2 years old? Is she 20 years old? So if she's 2, she's a toddler. If she's 15, she's in high school. So like they're gonna go to college. Like, has she thought about going to what college is she going to? Like, you have to like think of questions that help you connect and dig deeper with this person, because at the same time, you want to know how you can help them. And in order for you to know how you can help them, you have to like ask the questions, and you ask the questions, you save them on your phone, you move on with your life. And 2 weeks later, 1 week later, a month later, you follow back up with this person. And it's not like, wait, what was her husband's name? I already have it written down. So because I have this information, and when I'm talking to her and they get on off the phone, or we don't see each other anymore, they're gonna be like, wow, she cares, or like, it was nice talking to her. But it was nice talking to me because I was using words that showed her that I knew her, like that I cared about her family, that I cared about how she was doing, that I cared about her work, or like, and I genuinely do. But what I'm saying is that we forget the details. So if we can write them down, it's such a game changer for our business in the long run. So you're taking off stress from your brain as well. I'm huge on mental detoxes that allow you to just like, if you get an idea, you just write down the idea and you move on with your life. If you're talking to someone and you're learning about them, you write down those little details about them, and then you move on with your life. You have focus days. Like, I've spoken about this before. Like, I have focus days. Today is market partner day. Like, I don't care about anything else other than my market partners. Like, VIPs only if I'm closing a sale, but I'm not looking at my VIPs orders today. That was yesterday. Today I focus on this. So if you allow your brain to also have like mental detoxes, then you're able to move forward as well. Um, Adding, well, consistency on social media, consistency on live. Maddie, you mentioned that, and I think we all know that. And I think that because we all know that, we need to give it extra attention, because knowing doesn't mean doing. And I don't know if everyone here is being consistent, or if you're just letting life get in the way. And I want to tell you this now, life is always going to get in the way. Like, there's always going to be something going on. There's always going to be something calling your attention. If it's not because it's like a work obligation that you don't want to deal with, or like stressful events in your life that you're like going through, it's going to be on the other side when life is so good and all you want to do is travel, and it's like, wait, but I have to work and I have to show up because I'm still growing. So distractions are always going to be there. So I think that if we get organized, we get to stay consistent, and if we get to stay consistent, we're going to reap the results, because we're freaking pouring fire out every single day, and the people that we connect with are seeing us, and the people that we connect with see that we're in love and we have passion and fire about what we do. And then it's like points of connection, until one day they're interested in the business, until one day they're interested in the products. When it comes to adding value, the VIP page that Matthew has with the promotions and the giveaways, I think that's awesome. I also have one, and what I also do is I prepare myself in the beginning of the month of the interactions that I'm going to have with my VIP page. So obviously when there's a promo, I'll share the promo. I can prepare myself for that because I don't know when Monet is going to give us a promotion. But I do create, I find whatever has added value to my life within the past month, and I share it with them. So if I'm reading a book, I will save it, and I will I'm not going to share all the info as it comes to my mind. I'm just going to say okay, I'm going to connect with them 2 times a week. So I already connected with them 2 times this week. So next week, I'm going to tell them about the book that I'm reading. And then I'm also going to tell them about this healthy recipe that I tried. So I mix it up with promotions and giveaways, but I'm also adding nuggets of life into their life, so that they see, because it's a WhatsApp group chat. It's actually they're not allowed to speak, only I speak, only the admin is on there. And I I sent, whenever they see my message, they know that it's not just oh, she's sending me a promotion, but maybe she's sending me a recipe, or maybe she's sending me a book, or not a gifting a book, but the link recommendation to a book, or maybe she's sending me this new tool that she bought for her kitchen and it was so helpful, or the new cleanser machine that she's using for her face. So it's they don't know what they're gonna find with my message, so it makes them more opening to like wanting to open that message every time. Although what Mati is doing works as well. I'm just, sharing both perspectives of what we do. And guys, that's really about it. Mati, can you share with us how you do the QR codes, and then we will be done over here?
Sure. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know Vistaprint or the company called Vistaprint. Okay, well, anyways, that's what I use. I go under, I built my card, and they have the option there to add a QR. And I literally just copy paste from my Instagram into the Vistaprint, I guess, page. And that's it. It's super easy. It just does it for you, and you just put it wherever you want it. And what I do is at the front, I don't know if I can say, well, at the front, I'll have my personal Instagram. That's my Monet. And at the back, I share my business page, which is my hair salon. So, but I definitely put Monet at the front. Like that's what I'm concentrating on when I meet people. That's what I concentrate on, to make sure that they know my page right away. They see what I do, etc. Super easy, guys. So Vistaprint with a V.
Yeah, so easy. I thought you were gonna like give us a whole breakdown on how you have to do it. So simple. All right, well, awesome. Mati, thank you so much for sharing with us this time on this call. We got
You
so much knowledge from you.
everyone too for watching.
Great. Thanks for joining us. Bye. Have a great night. Oh, wait, let me see the comments over here. Yay, the comments are good. Okay, awesome. Good night, everyone.